everyone, Catweasel here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Lotro. And there's Bimblin and he's about to get going on the proper prologue quests. But we've got something in the corner. What's this? An alert! Title awarded. Bimblin of the 7 stars. So we can make this active now. So there we go. And I'll tell you what else we'll do. Just go into options very quickly. And for some reason it keeps taking it off, but we'll add our captain. So there we go, Bimblin of the 7 stars. Super smashing, lovely, great. Okay, let's crack on. Here we are as Dwalin bid, standing amongst this party of elves who arrived when we did. But now what? Who should we talk to? That fellow over there, the dark-haired one, looks to be the leader of this company. Dwalin sent us to find out why they are here, and if we may be of any assistance to them. You are the more courteous dwarf, Bimblin. Go on, speak to that tall fellow. Do you think he speaks the common tongue? Let's find out. Okay, quest guiding system. Yep, they never used to have this. When you first started, they just left you to it, man. But if you keep an eye on the little mini-map up in the top right there, it'll actually show you where your quests are, which is very useful. But in the old days, you never even used to be on the map. Here's the map. So that will show us where we are. I'm just going to move this, but it's somewhere up here out of the way, where it's not covering anything. Okay, now that's done, we'll get back to it. So we're having a chat with Aladdin, or Eladan, or whatever he's called. We'll zoom in, look up, because we're short. Hail, friend dwarf. I was not aware that Dwalin, a former guest of my father's, had come hither as well. Perhaps our two quests are not unrelated. I and my brother, Elrohir, have come to investigate a dream my father had. Evil stirs, or it will, if we are too late. You have been to this area more recently than we. It has been many long years since last these elves were in Ethelion, their ruined home of old. Perhaps you can help us with your knowledge of these halls. Let's take a chainmail breastplate. We're going to take all the heavy armor on these quests because we're a champion, we can wear heavy armor, and it's the best protection. So that's why we're going to take it. Right, let us carry on. My father is great among the wise, and his dreams and foretellings do not often stray far from the mark. These are the words he imparted to me. Blood-red footsteps upon snow-coloured black, where the Dour King walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. I am no riddle master, but some of the elves of my company have skill in solving such things. Come, let us speak with the riddle masters, Merathen and Doralas, for Doralas bade us come here. Hopefully they know where to start looking. So we'll accept that. And she's over there, Merathen. I can see the ring. We'll move in again. Ooh, she's purdy. So let's have a chat. Maid of Annan, I am here to help solve the riddle that is Elrond's dream. Look yonder, Bimblin. Thorin's hall belches smoke and soot, and the white snow of the mountain is black ere it touches the floor of the valley. Upon snow-coloured black. What do you think? It is rather literal for a riddle. So there we go. So now we've got to see Doralas. He's just over here. Whoop, back a bit. I was the one who led the party here, for I believe the Dour King is none other than Skorgrim, king of the Dour Hands of old. There is only one problem with my logic. Skorgrim has been dead for centuries. He died here when he tried to raid Ethelion for elven relics that he believed would ensure his immortality. I hope I have not led the party astray, but my heart tells me Skorgrim is part of this story. How long can I keep saying Skorgrim in such a stupid manner? We shall see. We'll stay in first person, seeing as this looks like we're just running around, speaking to quest givers. Dorolas led us here because he believes that Skorgrim is the Dour King in my father's dream. Had I known, I would never have let this party be led here. Skorgrim is dead. My father watched him die. But Merethen believes she has found a piece of the puzzle. The black snow, dirted from the Dour Hand's slovenly stewardship of these halls. I will permit an investigation to continue, but I am very sceptical and disappointed in Dorolas's judgment. Well, perhaps he might be onto something. So we're going to take those gauntlets. It's groovy. Oh, we've got a trait point as well, so we'll do those in a second. I'll quickly go through them. Whether Dorolas was right or wrong in leading us here, my heart warns me that danger is near, as is often the case with the wide world of late. Before getting started, everyone should be prepared. You are a champion, as I can see plainly, but have you mastered your skills? I fear that you will be tested as a warrior in these harsh mountains. You should speak with your trainer to make sure you are ready for what lies ahead. So we'll do that in a minute. But before that, we have stuff to do. So I'm going to go over here and we're going to do it before we see the trainer. So specialization needed. So here are the trait trees for a champion. We're going to go with the yellow tree. It's just, I think it's better for solo because you get some area of effect skills. And that means, if you're ever getting mobbed and there's only you, then you can put a bit of a hurting on quite a few of the mobs that are surrounding you, the enemies that are surrounding you. So I'm going to go with the Deadly Storm. So we're going to choose that. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill up most of the Deadly Storm. At some point, we'll get a chance to dip into the other trait trees, and I'll take a few from the Berserker, this red line here. But we're going to, for the time being, it's going to be the Deadly Storm. So we'll take this first one and apply. And what that's done is that has given us Battle Frenzy. This is Battle Frenzy here. And that will give us something called Fervour. If you can see down here where this sword hilt is, there are some rectangles here, black rectangles above where the sword is, and this is your fervour sort of gauge. And as they fill up red, you get more fervour. So, for example, these two greyed out skills here. This one, Savage Strike, it costs 2 fervour. So you need 2 of these red rectangles to fill up, and then that will colour, and it means that you can use it. Similarly, Blade Storm, that requires 4 fervour. So 4 of these black rectangles would have to turn red. Then that will colour up and it will be available to be used. So I'll move these across. And as far as other skills, we've got Blade Wall, Swift Strike, Wild Attack, and Rend. And these actually add to our fervour, most of them. So actually, Rend is the one that adds the most fervour too, but they all cost power. I think power is actually our, whoop, let's just move this to one side. That is our blue line there. That's our power bar, I think. Above that's morale, which is like hit points. Okay, so that's groovy. So we've spent a point. We also have race traits. Now, these will become available, and there's all sorts of reasons why these will become available. If you slay a certain type of enemy, for example, or do some deeds or finish some quests or whatever, these will become available. As it is, they are locked until level 13, so we've got plenty of time to make one of these available. As soon as we get to level 13, that slot are open, and if we've managed to get one of these particular traits, we'll just slot it in. But that's level 13, so it's a long time, a long way away. These are our virtue traits. Now, these don't start filling up till level 7, and they give you additional bonuses. Now, for a champion, let's see if I can remember. For a champion, I believe the best ones are Valor. So I'm just going to click on that so that when we do start earning points for virtues, we'll start with Valor. So we're earning for that now. So Valor's one. I think Wit's another. Zeal's another, and then confidence and determination. So those will be the 5 that we'll put in here. But we'll start off with Valor. And if I hover over it, you'll see the tooltip there. So that'll give us, as we start getting the Valor Virtue, we get plus 14 physical mastery, plus 11 finesse, plus 5 critical rating, and the passive bonuses are plus 2 physical mastery and plus 2 tactical mastery. It's all the, mathematics behind the game. But basically, these are the best ones for us. So we'll keep them. And we'll go back up here because this will be the one that we'll be filling in the most, and get rid of it because we've already picked a point. Now, let us go and see the champion trainer, who is over here. I'm not going to bother to zoom in on him. He's not giving us a proper quest. Training. I'm here to help you learn about becoming a more powerful champion. As you gain levels, more skills will be available for you to unleash upon your foes. Use your new skill, Savage Strikes, against a training dummy. And here it explains. We rely on that fervour that I was talking about to activate some skills. So Savage Strikes, when we use that, that'll give us some fervour. And then when we've got enough to get 2 fervour, then we can use Savage Strikes. So we're using Swift Strike a couple of times, and then we'll be able to use Savage Strikes. Or at least that is the plan. Oh, did I accept? No, I didn't. So go accept first. Nope. Right, select the training dummy. And then give it a few Swift Strikes. As you see, we've now got 2 red bars there, so we can hit it with that. And if we step away, yes. So, achieved. Good Bimblin. I think you will be an excellent champion someday. You should return now to Eladan. I believe he wishes to begin the investigation. So we get a tarnished blade, and the other thing we're going to get is a worn hand axe. I don't know if you remember, but right at the beginning, one of the favoured weapons of the dwarves is a one-handed axe. So we're going to take that. Finish now. Just before we go back to Aladdin, we will just want to make sure I put these in the correct places. So chainmail and the gauntlets, and then we want to put the axe in his right hand, and we want to put the blade in his left. Okay, we're dual wielding at the moment, but I'm sure we'll probably get a chance to use a two-handed weapon. I hope so. I seem to remember enjoying the two-handed weapon. But if we've got a dual wield, we've got a dual wield. It's just the way it is. Let's sell some rubbish. So we don't need these. I mean, we're only getting 1 copper for them, but Better we get it than anybody else. Ooh, look at you fancy horse. Well done, Bimblin. You have a true warrior's heart. Learning the ways of a champion throughout your life is not an easy feat, but it is rewarding. So we will finish now. I will give Doralis' theory a chance. Since we are here, Merathen is not unconvinced either. We should investigate the ruins of Ethelion, the place where Skorgrim fell, to ensure that he is still dead. The elves watched him die, so if Skorgrim's grave is undisturbed, then the mystery will be even greater. So we'll accept that. So everything I was saying about you used to have to find your own way everywhere. This was one of the quests that was a bit difficult. As it is, if you look up to the top right, you can see the ring with a little arrow. So we just follow it around. Here we are, and we'll start chatting with these elves, who are a real cheery bunch. Dorniel's first. I am lucky to be alive after the injuries I bore on the day that Ethelion fell. I do not think I will have the will to go back into that place. It is only a shadow of its former glory now. Only pain remains. Trips up over the words there because I was trying to be an actor and failed. That'll teach me. So let's carry on. Got another cheery elf around the corner here. Oh, I kept meaning to do this, didn't I? Right. Nathriel. I was here when Ethelion fell. I was a healer, but my strength in mending was not enough to mend the hurts caused by Skorgrim and his Dowerhand warriors. I cannot return here without great sadness in my heart. It was such a needless war. He sought immortality in the relics we kept here, but found only death. Death! Death! Grim. Chin up. Right. Yes. So, in order to find Dorangur, it's a real laugh beforehand, because you'd run around and you'd set your camera like this, which is quite normal. You want to see where you're going. You run around thinking, where is this guy? And remember, you didn't have the help of the little thing up there, and you'd just like, he's round here. You would try every gate, and then finally, you'd have a look up the stairs and find him. Oh, look, there are them roses again. Right, so we'll have a chat with him. It was across this bridge that brave Talagan brought the library's walls down upon Skorgrim and himself, thus putting an end to Skorgrim's lust for immortality. The walls smote them both as they crumbled. But that strange flower, one that I've never seen before, is it familiar to you, dwarf? Oh, I'm just a dwarf, am I? I'm not a Dowerhand. So finish now. And we got a couple of consumables there. You are the dwarf that discovered Skorgrim's body some years ago, are you not? It was the ruined cellar of Ethelion's library that you came upon, above which Skorgrim Dowerhand fell to his doom after attacking my fair city. The mine is just down the mountainside from here. You should perhaps continue your search where it started, and see if his body lies preserved there still. For my part, I have no wish to look upon Skorgrim again. So we will do that and leave Dorangur to have a laugh. Oh, I nearly backed myself into the chasm behind me. So there we go. And we'll go around the corner here. Right, and I tell you what I forgot to do, but I'll do it now. Let's give ourselves a bit of a running boost, and we'll give ourselves an attack boost as well by using those. These two things here, the green, obviously it helps your, well, it's your health, but they call it morale. And the blue one is for our blue power bar. Those might be called something different if you're a different class. For us, it's a power bar, I believe, because we're a champion. Right, let's get going. Leave these chuckle monkeys. And we will go to the old silver mine where we went with Gimli. See if Skorgrim's body's still there. I'd be very surprised if it is. Because we can all see where this is going, can't we? Oh, get rid of that. So, Silver Deep. In we go. Cave claws. Let's kill them. Ooh, bit of lag. Oh, I've got this pending loot rubbish. Right, I'm just going to loot all that. To stop that, I'm just going to go into options. And we want always loot all, which is down here. Always loot all, and then everything. We don't get that stupid little pop-up. It can be quite useful, that little pop-up, you know, if you don't want to, especially when you're high level and you know you're just getting tons and tons of crap that you don't want. But yeah, after a while you just can't be bothered with it, and you end up putting always loot all on. Well, I do anyway, so we'll accept that. So we've sorted that out, and we'll just go the way we went last time, I think. Ooh, there's a few cave claws. I'm going to kill quite a few of these because we're getting extra experience with our Outrider token, and I want to get to level 5 quite quickly. A lot of things sort of unlock at level 5. I'm not bothering too much with my fervour because these cave claws are an absolute pushover. So I'm not using things like my battle frenzy there. Don't really need it. I am going to kill everything on the way. I might use one of my area of effects. Awesome. There we go. Over the bridge. Ha! Taste my steel. See, he's gone. He was lay here. But let's have a look at these flowers. So we've picked one up. Now, supposed to take that back to Aladdin, but we'll kill a few more cave claws. Get some experience. Let's try and level up a bit. These guys are easy early on. Let's try and get some levels. So this is the way we came last time. Looks like the sun's still out. And Mr. Troll is still turned to stone. Yes, I've leveled up. So that's a good start. kill these. Right, new skills available. Groovy. So we go into here, and we want all of this line. So it's 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5 there. So that's another 10 levels. We'll be filling out this line. So that's easy enough. We'll just keep doing that every time we level. So we're up to level 4 already. It shouldn't take us long to get to level 5. And what normally happens is while we're on our way out, some of these cave claws will have respawned. So we can kill them again. There's one. There we go. Bimblin, cave claw bane. Let's do an area of effect. Good stuff. Let's kill both them. A few more on the way out. Whee! Nice and easy does it. That's all them done. Right, back to Aladdin. Or Eladin, or whatever he's... however he pronounces it. Up we go. It's be a lot quick once we get a horse. I believe once we get to level 5, we'll have the opportunity to get one. We'll get a chance at learning the riding skill. One thing to quickly show you. You see, we started getting a load of crap here, like mangy skins, broken claws, tiny carapaces. That's what I was talking about when I said you get a lot of trash of the mobs. But before you sell it, do just hover over it, because sometimes you might see a line in red, and if it's a line in red, it means that it can be used for tasks. So keep those ones. But the ones that don't have a line in red, just like this, they can just be sold to vendors. Yep. Zoom in. You say it grew where Skogrim died, where his body lay in death for all these years. Such magic is not common with dwarves. His body has been moved, though we do not know where. It seems that the flowers follow him in death. Perhaps they will lead to his new grave. We'll take the chainmail boots. A trail, Bimblin. Red flowers leading a trail through the snow. Do you think these are the footprints of blood? blood-red footsteps upon snow-coloured black, where the Dower King walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. I think you're probably right there, cock. We have black snow and the body of the Dower King has been moved, leaving the fell flowers as footprints. Something evil is at work here, and I am sure that something evil was at work when he saw our relics for immortality. Okay, so we'll accept that. So we've got to explore the gate at Silverdeep Mine, which means we've got to go all the way back down there. But just before we do that, we will put his new boots on and we will sell some stuff. So we don't need these Aphelios essences. You can keep them if you want and use them. I don't tend to bother. Right, back down we go. I'm just selling things just to make sure I keep my inventory quite clear, especially as I've got all that crap that I started with at present. But as I say, soon we'll get the opportunity to actually put all that stuff in a vault. And it'll be a bit easier to manage the old inventory. Off we go. Ah, there you see, there's a red flower. Now what you can do is if you press delete, the delete key on your keyboard, then the U key, you'll automatically go to the red flower. This is very useful when you're gathering stuff and you've got a lot of things to gather. Just delete key, then the U key. You've got to be a bit careful. You know, if they're hang on, delete U. Because if there are a lot of like enemies about, sometimes you can go and delete you, and the next thing you know, you're in like an army of enemies. So if you do use that shortcut, just be very wary. The other thing to be wary when using it is if you're somewhere like, you know, the edge of a cliff or something like that. Because, yes, it will automatically run you off a cliff sometimes. But that said, it is a very useful shortcut. Sometimes the radius of it, while large, isn't, you know, infinite. So if I try it again here, I have a feeling it's not going to do it. No, using that has no effect. But if I just hover over it and right click, then it'll take it. But if you're in a field or something and you've got a, you know, you're on a fetch and gather quest and there's a lot of stuff around you, just press delete and U and you'll do it really quickly. Right, Trigwe, let's have a chat with him. Bimblin, I did not expect to see you here. I asked to speak with the steward, and the Dower Hands directed me here. This was once a great storage house of Thorin's. I don't think I like what the Dower Hands have done with the place, so we get our woven cloak, so we'll finish that. I heard one of the guards here talking down yonder is Gormir, the steward appointed by Thorin Oakenshield before he left. Gormir is the reason we have come, and the leader of this Dower Hand rabble that you see all over the place. You are the well-spoken one in our party, Bimblin. You might as well go speak with him and find out what he has done here, and why he's grown silent over the years. Well, we'll do that, Twiggy. Or Trigwy, sorry, calling him Twiggy. Oh, another thing you may notice is like enemies. They have obviously their names over their heads, what they are, but sometimes they change colour. And the reason is it's just to show you how tough they are. So if it's in red, They're very tough. Then it goes to orange, yellow, white, and then blue, I think, till finally it greys out. If it's grey, you know, they're just trash mobs. It's dead easy to kill. But it's a nice little touch, so you can be aware. You look at something, you go, oh, hang on, that's a red monster. Perhaps I better leave it because they're tough. So I've got two idiots to talk to here. Gormir first. Let's go in. Have a look at his ugly mug. Is that Bimblin? It's been long indeed since we last met. I remember you. You were the dwarf that discovered Skorgrim's body the day I discovered the relics he sought. The Longbeards of Dwalin's party are not welcome here, but you I might allow for your good deed. Do you like what I have done to the place? Welcome to Skorgrim's tomb. Have I got up to level 5? I think I have. Awesome. Right. So, where are we? I'm afraid you have come here for nothing anyway, Bimblin. No one is to gain admittance to Skorgrim's tomb. It is a sacred ground, and only the descendants of Skorgrim, that is the Dour Hands, have leave to enter. You are more than welcome to pay your respects to our fallen king at his shrine, which is just east of here, in the Rockbelly Pit. Skorgrim was a great king after all, and deserves tribute. Right, we'll take the chainmail leggings. Oh no, I've got to defeat bats in there first before I get those. And yes, we've got to talk to this dimwit here, Bjarni. Lord Gormir has told us that you were the one to first discover Skorgrim's body in the day the Silver Deep Mine nearly collapsed, when Gormir took his stewardship. This has earned you a small amount of favour with us, even though your party of Longbeards has come unbidden and unwelcome. We are having a commemoration of Skorgrim's many achievements as King of the Dour Hands, but we need ritual stones black as pitch. I was not able to find enough for everyone that plans to attend. They are a form of tribute to Skorgrim King. So we'll accept that. And then we'll come out. And we'll go to the Rockbelly Pit, which is over here. Look at that dude. In we go. Okay, it's a right crap hole. Going on like it's some great shrine. The hell? Got all this crap on the floor. Sort it out, Gormir. Ah, there's a black stone, so we can do that. Delete you. And up we go. Picked up. Oh yeah, there was another thing I wanted to do, wasn't there? Title awarded. 5th level, so we're now Bimblin the Wary. Every 5 levels, if you don't get killed and don't have to respawn, then you'll get you'll become like Bimblin the Undefeated or whatever. And finally, I think it's the Undying at level 20. So if you manage not to die in your first 20 levels, you get the title the Undying, which used to be really easy. But I noticed on when I came back on Bimble, my hobbit, I died about level 17. And the reason is, I won't spoil it, but they've put something in the game that makes it a little bit more difficult. So when it happens, and I'm sure it will, I'll warn you against it. You can avoid it, but it tends to happen at the most inopportune times. Anyway, you'll see. Shrill bat. We've got to kill these, haven't we? Right. Now, this is exactly the sort of place where I'm not going to use my delete key and U key, because you can fall down into, you fall off these cliffs. So I'm not going to do that. I am a champion and can survive a bit of a fall, but let's play sensibly. I want that Undying title. One more bat. You there. You are marked for death. Right, we've got all them now. See, shrill bat. It's only a blue, so quite easy to kill. I think I've got all the black stones as well. One thing to remember, we haven't actually finished. Even though we've killed all of those bats, we haven't actually finished the quest for Gormir. You see, there's not a little tick next to it. What you've got to do is go right up to this statue and wait for that white text to appear. That will only appear as well after you've killed the bats. So if you come straight in here, don't kill all the bats. It won't come up. I remember that happened to me once, and it took me ages to figure it out. So you kill the bats first, and then run right up to the actual statue, and you'll get a tick next to the quest. Right, let's go and turn these in. Sky first. These are the very stones we need. Not bad for a long beard. Oh, I'm going to enjoy kicking the asses of you lot. Lord Gormir was right. You are not our enemy. Oh, yes, we are. Your loyalty to the Dower Hands will not be forgotten, champion. I'm not loyal. We'll take the honed axe. And chat to Gormir, the ugly. So you walked in our shrine, did you? As you can see, the Dower Hand's reverence of our fallen king is very great. The Longbeards and the elves do not understand such loyalty, so this was perhaps a good lesson for you. But do not go away just yet. I'm sure we can think of more tasks to occupy you while you trespass, Bimblin. Get. We'll finish now. Would you like to be here to witness the ritual of commemoration of our fallen king? As steward of these halls, I welcome you to celebrate with us. It will not be long now. In fact, I believe the preparations begin tonight. What say you, Bimblin? Think on it, if you will. Return to me when you have decided. Just be sure that you make the right decision. Ha ho ho! These are barrel of laughs. Run along now, friend. I've no more time for you. It will be a busy day for all my folk, except. So that commemoration service, I think we've got a good idea what's going to happen there. Something a bit more in depth going on. If you notice, Dower Hand Guard. Oh, of course, it just went off, but it'll come back. You'll see the lettering above his head, there is now orange. Because when I pointed him out before, when it was red, we were level 4, but now we're level 5. So he's not quite as tough as he was before. So there we are. Let's just... Right, we'll put those leggings on. We'll put that cloak on. And we will put the better axe on. Okay. Pass Trigwy. So we're level 5 now. A few things should start happening. We may actually be able to... If I right-click these... No, not yet. We'll soon get the requirement whereby we're able to ride, I think. So we'll see. Just got to wait a little bit longer. It's not... Won't take that long, I don't think. It's around level 5. Let's just sell some crap. Yeah, that can be sold. That can be sold. Excellent. Right, and now we're here. Here's Dwalin, our expedition leader, and our third cousin, twice removed, who never recognises who we are. And as you can see, him and the boys have had it a bit tough. So we're going to do some quests for him. When we do all of these quests and we investigate a bit more into what the Dower Hands are up to, we will finish this part of the prologue with that commemoration ceremony that Gourmet just told us about. But we will start all that next episode. So the sort of introduction's finished, and when we chat to Dwalin, start of next episode, then we're sort of in the prologue proper. Right. In fact, we'll just, because it's still got intro there, hasn't it? So let's just finish it off. Intro, an uneasy feeling. Ah, Bimblin, thank goodness you're back. Nos Grimsong sent me word that you were finding out what you could from the elves that settled up near the ruins. You spoke to Gormir as well. The traitor. Skorgrim is not the king of Thorin's Hall. This place belongs to Thorin's line. I have too much on my plate for the nonsense of the Dour Hands and their strange rituals. Look, Bimblin, since you went away, the dwarves of our party fell ill. So they did. Right, and we'll pick up these because we're here. Look, all of these dwarves are sick, dying, I think. I cannot do another thing until I figure out what we can do to help them. I don't even know what happened to make them ill. How can I hope to cure them if I don't know how they came by this plague? Those foul Dour Hands have really let this place crumble. Thorin would be livid if he could see it now, full of poison and death. So we'll accept that. And yeah, there's a bit extra that we can do, but we'll do those next episode. Just before we do, I think we leveled up. So we'll put another one of those in there. Oh, we've still got another point, so we'll put an extra one in there. Excellent. Have we started earning Valor yet? I think we have, actually. So that's good. And, right, I think that is all of our housekeeping done. So next time, we'll get a few more quests from Dwalin, from Selor here, this guy, and a few others. Everywhere where there's a quest ring, we'll get some more. We'll get some more quests, and hopefully, by next time, we will also get the. I forget how they do it. It might send you a letter or something, but you get the ability to ride, and I'm sure it's at level 5. So soon we'll be on a horse like that guy over there, and we'll be running around a lot quicker. So, okay, that's it for now, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo.